get off and walk, I think, for this bit. This is the bridge at Bridgham. Rubbish bin by the looks of it. Not meant to be, but... And I've just spotted something which really, really annoys me. Right, okay. I thought I was getting a little bit poddy, so I thought we'd have a little... get the push bike out and have a little ride round, see if we can get a bit, lose a bit of weight. Too much beer, too much sitting around, too much time in the shed. So I'm here on this is actually the East Harling, I think it's East Harling or West Harling, 5 mile circular walk. This is the sort of car park area. You get a lot of people walking dogs down here. In fact, there's one lady coming this way. Yeah, so what I'll do, if I can, I'll put a map reference or something so you can get the start of this walk. But I think it's Fire Break 76 this is on. Sort of a little Bridleway really. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll get the chest mount on, get the GoPro on, and this is actually on the Acaso at the moment, which I'll use for some sort of other shots on the way. There's a nice little bridge further down, which is very pretty area down there near Bridgham. Funnily enough, a place called Bridgham near the bridge. Yeah. It's probably a little bit dark on the video because we're right under a load of trees, but yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, here we go. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of parking here. Sandy track. A little bit bumpy. Morning. Restricted byway, no motorised vehicles or motorcycles. Well, I have to admit, I have actually been down here in the car from the other way. First time I've actually noticed that sign, so well, that's my excuse anyway. Yeah, so this cuts through, it's not actually too far from where I live. This cuts through through to Bridgham, as I've said, and to get from Bridgham to East Harling via the road, if you're on the road that side, come from say Brigdham direction, it's quite a long way round. So one day I thought that might be a good idea to have a little drive down the Bridleway, and Bridleway should actually be a bit of a clue, shouldn't it? That means you shouldn't really be on a motorised vehicle. But yeah, hadn't been here that long, or lived here that long, so not really that sure. Yeah, so thought we'd take a little shortcut, which we did, which turned out to be a long cut, although it is actually shorter. The actual route is shorter, the distance is shorter. It's so uneven, so bumpy, it's really loose surface. You can see there's been a tractor or something down here. There's tractor prints. Yeah, so obviously the old farmer can use it. He's alright, isn't he? He's alright, Jack. And this is forestry workers, might be forestry workers. Yeah, as you can tell, it's quite uneven, quite bumpy, but it is flat. We're in Norfolk, remember? Not many hills. Yeah, but it's a lovely route. I've been down here, I've walked down here. I've not walked all of it. Biked down here before, push biked. And I've been very, very tempted to bring the A50 down here, the Wasp. Yeah, although actually not meant to, so this would be the ideal kind of surface for that, with the knobblies on. Trying to stay on some firm ground. It's very, very soft, sandy, as most of Breckland's is. Very sandy, light soil. Hence why the conifer trees grow so well. Oop, nearly lost it there. Yeah, it's very pleasant bike ride along here. Oh, and walk, you know. It's quite straight. There's not very many interesting curves. There are some. There's one just here. There's a couple of routes you can go off either way. Into the woods there. It's quite nice. Look on that side. So you can do a short walk if you want. If you don't want to do the full route. Yeah, I would put a map on to show where this is, but I think any sort of map I can get hold of would be a Google map, and I think they're probably copyrighted, so yeah, best not go there. What was I saying about vehicles? There's one now coming. Oh, that's okay. That's the postie. He's allowed. Yeah, there are some houses down here, possibly a farm, I think, as well. And what an ideal place that would be to live. I'd certainly love to live there. I know my wife would. Oh God, it's very loose here. I like to get off and walk, I think, for this bit. Very sandy. It's like the beach. Yes, the houses down here, there's a couple of cottages. I think there's a farm sort of set back and another bungalow or something like that. Yeah, I should think that's lovely and quiet. Give me the quiet any day. I've lived in the city. I've worked in the city. Norwich, that is, not London. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near that place. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've lived and worked in the city, commuted to the city, and in fact I was born in the city, on the outskirts in the suburbs, and brought up in the suburbs, but yeah, we always, as kids, orientated towards the countryside, because we were right on the edge of the sort of suburbs, and yeah, that was our preferred route. Very rarely went towards the city, except maybe when you're sort of late teens and you want to do all that sort of thing, you know, be seen in the city and do all that stuff like you do. Yeah, Norwich is a nice, yeah, it's a nice city, nice place. Better than most cities, I would say. Like they say, a fine city. Yeah, I was firmed up a little bit now, a few potholes, but at least that's not like riding on a beach. Someone's walked a long way. Someone over there, the dogs. Yeah, some nice pretty little bits. Might have to get the other video camera out. See if we can get a different perspective. Let's just pull over and get that, and make sure this one's still going. Yeah, that is. Where are we? Should have had it in my pocket ready, shouldn't I? I'll have to mess around then. Right, here we go. Turn it on. This one has got a back screen on it, unlike the GoPro. Well, I have got a back screen for it, but it does use a lot more battery when you plug that in. Yes. Got a little bit of a different angle here. You see it's well covered with foliage, and he dropped it then. Try to turn the camera around. A rear view, mirror view. Yeah, as you can see, I've not got a hat on. why I really don't, you know, don't like wearing a hat. I'd rather get the wind in my hair, what's left of it, get the wind in my hair while there's still a little bit there. Yeah. I just think things like hats, you know, I know on a motorcycle really, it's a pretty good idea. Pretty good idea to wear a helmet. You go obviously that little bit faster, you've got more potential for getting hurt. And yeah, but on a push bike, especially somewhere like this, you know, why would you wear a hat? You know, not a restriction of your freedom, isn't it, really? Which is why we do all these things, isn't it? It's why we go push biking, motorcycling, walking, camping. They're all expressions of freedom. Sheep over there, farm down there, I believe. I don't really know. Paddock there, field. Yeah, there's too many restrictions on life. One of my big bugbears is having to pay for parking. That's why I like to go to Thetford. That's all free parking there, although there's not many shops and stuff like that. It's a bit unfortunate, really. It's got a little bit run down, but yeah, free parking I think is it should be. Look at this tree here down. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, going again. Wrong gear. Yeah, I'm sure if a lot of places had free parking, they'd get a lot more business, a lot more trade. Even with free parking, that restricted where you get maybe 2 hours or whatever parking, go and do your stuff. You always feel under pressure, don't you, to do that. So, morning. Yeah, you've got a swing road there. Yeah, let's say, you know, if you get those, even if it's free parking, you get these like shopping centres and things like that. Another tree down. I've been down here for a while. I'm pretty sure that wasn't down last time I came. Yeah, very pretty around here. House just over there. Yeah, I'm sure people would spend much more money if they didn't feel restricted. Well, I always do. I always get really nervous about getting back to the car before I get a fine. Not like go do much shopping. When you're on holiday and that, and you want to go to, you know, somewhere different, or go for a drink or something to eat in a restaurant, you always feel a little bit under pressure. There's a nice little. Now that is my ideal house. That is. Never been able to afford anything like that. Yeah, very nice. So still classed as West Harling according to that sign on that house back there. I would have thought this would have been Bridgham, but obviously not on the boundary of the parish. I've got a nice garden. Right, just round here. There's a little bridge here, which is really overgrown. I don't suppose there's much water in there, which no, there isn't. Not a lot of water flowing there. Little bridge, but the main river is just over there. This must be a tributary. Yeah, really old bridge though. Yeah, the main one is just around here. We're on tarmac now, look. Yes, we've got the river down here. Following the road. And got a few cars parked up here, so we might be a bit restricted to filming. People don't like being filmed, do they? Even they're on CCTV all the while they're up the city and around the town. But yeah, let's just turn this off for a minute. Yeah, so this is the bridge at Bridgham. Strangely enough, not sure how old it is. Might have to have a little look and see if I can find out. I'll put it on the video. Some steps here. Don't trip over your laces, whatever you do, you end up in the drink and have to be buying a new camera. What these are for, I'm sure. One with that lid on here. Oh, rubbish bin by the looks of it. Not meant to be, but yeah, nice little flow under there. There's a decent amount of water in the river. I've seen it higher than this, I've seen it lower than this. Yeah, there's a nice little spot. Not sure there's any fish in here. Could be. Yeah, up there. Should have brought the well, I suppose I got my phone, I could take some photos. They generally come out better than video. Yeah, this is the other side. Someone's drawn a smiley face on there. I didn't grow up round this way, as I said, I grew up round Norwich, but if I had, I certainly would have been down here all the while as a child. In the river, fishing, swimming. Well, that's what we used to do. In the Wensum, that would have been. Where I lived. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely spot. Out of the way. Someone's lost their shoes, or left them there. Left the poo bag there anyway. Right, I think what I'll do, I'll get the bike. So I've left it up there by the bridge. I want to have a little walk down here. I've not been down here. I'm not actually too sure how far that goes. But yeah, we'll do that, shall we? Looks pleasant enough. Look at that. See that? And that tree? Tree's grown around something that was embedded there. Nature. Wonderful what that can do. I need to readjust the angle of this a bit for walking. Morning. Little weir. I haven't been this far down before. Didn't know that was there. Hopefully it's coming across on the video. I might have to take some with the other camera. I can see what I'm actually shooting then. And I've just spotted something which really, really annoys me. And I can't understand why people do it. There's absolutely no need. Why leave that there? You know, you've brought it here to this spot and you leave your rubbish behind. That's just, if you brought it here, take it home. That's just absolute laziness, total laziness. Yeah, littering does really annoy me. Looks like there's a little track through there. If I had a bag with me, I'd take that away, but I've got my rucksack. I don't really want to put something dirty in there. If they're dirty enough to leave it, you never know what's on it. But, yeah, very pretty. It's a bit wet and muddy around here on the ground. I think that's probably dogs been in and out, and because that's been dry recently. So right, let's go a little bit further. Try not to disturb these people here. That might not be possible. Might have to just turn the camera off. Right, I'll start filming again now. Oh yeah, this is really nice in here. I've not been down here before. Not this far down. Yeah, didn't know this existed. Nice little bench. Looks like there's another little route through there. Yeah. And again, the usual thing. More rubbish. Someone's forgot the socks. Yeah. Don't think I can get much further. Yeah, it's getting very sticky. I mean, we are in the fens, pretty much. Yeah, don't think I can get much further down there. I've not got proper walking boots on. I've only got my trainers on, so I think if I had my walking boots, I would give it a go. Yeah, it's very nice, very nice. Right, let's just turn this camera off. We'll just sit on that bench for a little while, see if we see anything interesting. Yeah, so this is the view from the bench. Give you a little panoramic. I'll film over that way now that those people are gone. That's where they had a couple of dogs in the water there. It's obviously a popular spot. Water's not quite so clear. Probably been stirred up. Stirred up by the dogs in there. Yeah. A bit slow, even here after the weir. Right, I think what we'll do is head back that way. It's going to be hard to sync these two these two videos I'm making because I'm not filming them both together, if you see what I mean. Yes, that could prove a little bit awkward in editing. Some time is required, I would think. Not that I mind that, I do like a bit of editing. Especially in the afternoon, when it's just far too hot to get in the shed. And that's going to be hot today. That's why I came out early. Well, I say early. Reasonably early. Yeah, I did want to get out earlier. I went and got my push bike, which is I haven't been near for I don't know how long. Yeah, this is a little muddy bit here. Yeah, and the tyres were down a little bit, so I thought, well, I'll have to now go to the shed, get my compressor, blow the tyres up. So I plugged the compressor in, had the bike outside of the shed, and did the front tyre, then went to do the back tyre, pulled the compressor, pulled the pump unit, and pulled all the wires out of it. So then I had to repair that, didn't I? So that set me back yet again. And time I find all my stuff and got it all together, yeah, time was getting on. So that is going to be hot later, so I shan't hang around, I don't think. Yeah, lovely spot. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off while I get through this. In case I go a piss baller. Right, we're back on the GoPro. Just walking back up to the bridge. I think what we'll do is head from here to Brigdham. Little ride through Bridgham and then head back. Whether I'll video it all or not, I don't know. Depends how long the battery lasts, I guess. And whether that'll all make it into the end video. Yeah, we'll carry on. Couple of cars still here. There must be some other routes then, because people have obviously gone off into the wilderness. Right, let's get back on it. I've got a wet knee now. Oh yeah, that is the that there is actually where the footpath goes. There's a field here, cuts across the field, just cuts the corner out really. But we will follow the road rather than walk across there. Got the wheels, let's use the road. I actually do prefer walking to cycling. I think you see a lot more, but obviously you can get a lot further on a bike. And when it's like this, virtually no wind, not too hot at the moment, very fine cloud cover. It's actually probably the most enjoyable way to travel. Apart from motorcycling, of course. Motorcycling beats everything. The ultimate freedom, that is. Well, it should be. Again, there's so many laws and restrictions, isn't there? Always nervous of speed limits. And they change so often now, don't they? That's not just like you get the 30 and then the 60. You get the 60, the 30, the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50. Up and down, up and down. Right, here we are. Bridgham. Yeah, quite a long village. Not many side roads. There's a nice little route up here off to the left. Sorry, I have to do that. Gotta get, believe it or not, I get muddled up my left and right. Don't ask me why. I really have to think. Is that the left? Yeah, that is the left. If someone's giving me directions, I'm bound to get lost. I don't know my left and my right half the time. Yeah, so I was saying there's a nice little just up here, it goes up past the village hall, I think. That's quite a nice little cycle route which I've done. Might have to do a little one on that one. Although the cycling videos don't really get a lot of views. I did one a while ago. After some feedback, nobody really gave any. So there's a church. Can get that in shot. Over there, St Mary's. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of feedback on it, so I'm not really sure whether people like them or not. But it's just an excuse to get out on the bike, really, isn't it? That's what it's all about. Yeah, if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Posty again. Yeah, as I was saying, there's not many side roads. Near Timber Hill, I don't think there's much. I've not been up there, but I don't think there's much up there. Oh, that is a cycle path. I'll have to go up there one day. Looks like there is either a footpath or cycle path marked. I don't think I've been up there anyway. Yeah, this is a lovely village, but the trouble is there's not much here. I wouldn't mind living here, but there's no amenities. No, not even a shop. And certainly no pub. As in many villages now, pubs are rare and becoming rarer. So if you've got a local pub, I would say use it before you lose it. Chapel Lane, I think I've been up there. Actually, I wonder if that road back there was going up to the village hall, although I thought that had a sign up saying to the village hall. Two places up for sale. My price range, I reckon. Playing field, not many people on there, even though the kids are off, aren't they? So I don't know why. No job too small. Yeah, all in all, a very pleasant day. Not too much traffic about. I've been down here and that has been really busy, but for some reason we have a second Brigdham sign and speed limit change to 40. I don't think I'll be doing 40. What was I saying about traffic? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the village. There's a couple of farms, I think that's about it, and a big house off to one side from what I can remember. And a cottage maybe. I think this is the farm coming up here. So it's called Manor Farm or Hall Farm or something like that. Yeah, 2 cottages, that's a nice one. Yeah. Bit of a hill. That's a bit of a long, slow hill. Hills are deceiving in Norfolk. You do get some, but they tend to be really long. Yeah, Manor Farm. That's what it's called. Yeah, really long and tedious if you don't like hills. Yeah, a few council houses. What are there? 2, 4, 6 council houses, or ex-council houses probably now. Always on the edge of the village, aren't they, for some reason? $60 miles an hour, no chance. Long straight road, thankfully downhill. Nice to see some wild flowers in the verge. Nothing very exciting, but still nice to see them. Nice cottage. So I don't think I'd want to live on this road. Just get a little bit busy. Tractor's turning. Right, well, we're now coming up to the road into East Harling, which comes, well, from the A11 essentially. over the railway lines, railway crossing there. This is now automatic. The signal box is long gone, which is a bit unfortunate. Piece of history has gone. Yeah, we might have to have a look up there one day. Wish I'd got some photos before that was removed, but it's kind of one of those things. One day it was there, next day it wasn't. Right. So as you can see from that sign there, if you can see that, Gulbulgin 4, Bridgham 1.5, and the English distillery the other way. So I'm assuming this is still filming, which I don't know if it is. Can't really see the oh yeah, it is still flashing. Yeah. Yes, we're now coming back into East Harling, or into East Harling. We didn't actually start there. And back over the river. Little bridge we're coming up to. I will probably end this traffic going past. This is a busy road. Yeah, I will probably end the video shortly. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Yep, we're now going over part of, well, that's actually the bit from the mill. We've turned from the mill, bit of the river there. Yeah, I'll probably end this video now, so thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and probably more importantly, please comment, because the more comments you get, the more YouTube promotes the videos and the more people get to see it. Yeah, so now coming up past past the church. That's where my parents got married, actually. East Harling Church. And there is a funny story I could tell you about my dad that drove up here one day and nearly, because you're not meant to drive up there, and yeah, I think the vicar had to take a flying leap over the wall. Obviously in his youth, in the younger days, not recently. Couldn't imagine him doing that. Right, so thanks for watching.